Good morning. Today I am going to discuss about the allowances under salary concept. Okay. Uh, First of all, introduce myself. I am Renugadevi. I am working as an assistant professor in Dr. S.N.S. Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. I belong to Business Administration Department. So, introduction about the salary allowance. So, under this particular concept, it is a predetermined sum of money that employers provide to their employee intended to cover all specific expenses beyond the basic salary. So, as per the Income Tax Act of 1961, the allowances are added to the salary of an individual and it is taxed under the head income from salary. So this is the way only we have to calculate the allowance. Either allowance or perquisite is nothing but the additional amount will be given to the, it's a non-monetary benefit given to the employee is provided by employer. So what are the types of allowances? So we are going to see these types. We are going to categorize in three concepts. First one, that allowances will be coming under the tax exempted. Second, it is partly taxable. And third concept, it is fully taxable. So tax exempted is nothing but it is a fully exempted. That is the way they are not need to pay the asset tax assessee, need not to pay the tax. So partly taxable is nothing but so that part amount, say for example, 5,000 might be they are receiving a house rent allowance from that salary. Okay, so that 5,000 some percentage based upon the residential status we have to calculate partly taxable and partly exempted. The third one is fully taxable. So when they are receiving any allowance or the perquisites, it is fully taxable under the heads of income under the salary. Next, we move to the tax exempted allowance. These are the some few example for the fully tax exempted. When the assessee they are going to receive the allowance along with their salary. Let's see the example. First one, uniform allowance. If any of the person might be receiving a allowances related to uniform, then allowances paid to government employees, suppose they are reside in abroad. Okay, then allowances paid to UNO employees. Next category, allowances for judges, those who are working under the High Court and Supreme Court. Then helper allowance. So these are the some few example of exempted allowance. Next we move to the partly taxable allowance. So already I told you know that house rent allowance. Suppose they are receiving the allowance under the salary, they are partly taxable, some percentage based upon their residential status that city we have to calculate. Then children education allowance. So under this concept, suppose if any of the employee they are having the allowances they are going to utilize, it should be exempted up to 100 rupees per month per child. So under this allowance, assessee or the employee they have to enjoy for the two children per family. Next, we move to the transport allowance. So, under this transport allowance, that amount should be exempted up to 3,200 per month. Next, conveyance allowance. That exemption will be up to 1,600 per month. As a employee, they have to monitorize and enjoy the benefit. Next, leave travel allowance. So, this is also one of the main important allowance that might be utilized by the employee. Next concept is a fully taxable. So what are the allowances which is received by the employee? So these are the fully taxable. Let's see the example. DNS allowance, DA. Then entertainment allowance, medical allowance, city compensatory allowance, project allowance, and sometimes they are providing the food token as a they are treating as the meals allowance. Okay, so these are the some few example of allowances which is given by the employer, which utilized by the employee in based upon their basic salary will be fixing. Okay, so these are the some important concept under the allowances part along with the salary.